Will we see another miracle in Miami? It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a second straight home game to begin the year for the Miami Dolphins as they square off with their AFC East rivals, the New England Patriots. We can only hope this year's game has as good a finish as last year's game-winning double lateral. But for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins set for their first drive, led out by the new face of the franchise in his second season from UCLA, Josh Rosen. And we remember all the turmoil that Rosen had to go through in the offseason. Cliff Kingsbury arrives in Arizona. His preference, Kyler Murray. So that marriage started there. Rosen left in limbo, but ultimately he may have found himself in the best possible landing spot as a part of this Miami franchise. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one, deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Shim!
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
55, right there in the middle.
Hey, 66. Hey, 72.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. And now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the...
That's 353 is the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
That's our ball. Going the other way.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, it's complete. James White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That would have been for roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Mike. Yo.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his. Yeah, that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Parker unable to get that one. Brady now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's...
Wait, set. Wide, 80. Watch 85. Alert. Watch the screen.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they'll get this down to the 10. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on.
Mike. 380. Mike. I got you. He's coming. Double up.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, it's going to be 15 yards.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen, short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
53, Mike.
On third down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back. Mike.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. No gain at all on the play there.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Brady to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Pick up the ball.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Cardinals out on top. David Johnson, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Rashard Matthews, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys are out in front as we get you back down to Miami and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady's throw there complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun on third down, Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right.
Wait, that 53. Get going to run.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Michel. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the... The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the count.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
That throw by Brady incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Slam. 53, Alert!
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Robert Kimdichie able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that...
Alert. Check three.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Let's go.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still...
What we got?
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
You got nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Check. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, ball 66.
And it's Michel once again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And Browns got it for a New England touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, kid.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Key 26, key 26. 72.
A give to Michel running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt.
Hey, we got Mike, number
Middle.
53. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Edelman. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Wait, set. 55. We don't want this. Ozzy. Hey, Haywood.
Brady going to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.